Hey there, and welcome. We all want to keep our minds sharp as we get older, right? To hold on to our memories and just feel on top of our game. Well, today, we're going to dive into the science that shows how you can actually actively build a more resilient brain. Let's get into it.
Have you ever met someone, maybe in their 80s or 90s, and they're just as quick and witty as ever, and you just think, wow, how are they doing that? Is it just pure luck, a roll of the genetic dice?
Well, here's the amazing news from the world of neuroscience. It is not just luck. A sharp mind is kind of like a muscle, and there are real, science-backed ways you can strengthen it your entire life. It's all about a concept called cognitive reserve. And understanding this is, well, it's the whole ballgame.
But okay, before we get to the fun part, the building part, we need to understand the challenge. What exactly is happening up there in our brains as the years tick by?
So the absolute bedrock of learning and memory is this incredible thing called synaptic plasticity. It's your brain's amazing dynamic ability to literally rewire itself, to forge new connections between neurons every single time you learn something new or have a new experience. It's how you adapt, it's how you grow, no matter how old you are.
Now, what's so fascinating about this slide is what it shows can happen over time. And hey, don't get bogged down by the technical stuff here, just look at the big picture. On the left, you've got a young, efficient synapse just firing away. But on the right, in an aged synapse, those communication lines can get a little less efficient. It can make it harder to form those really strong, sticky memories. But, and this is a really big but, this is not our destiny. It's just a challenge we're working against.
And that brings us right to the hero of our story, this powerful idea known as cognitive reserve. Seriously, think of it as your brain's secret weapon. It's your built-in defense system against all the challenges of aging.
So cognitive reserve is all about your brain's flexibility. It's the ability to find a detour when the main highway is blocked. The best way to think about it is like a mental savings account. Every time you learn a new skill, tackle a tough problem, or even just have a new experience, you're making a deposit. You're building up this huge reserve that you can draw on later when your brain really needs it.
And this quote from Dr. Jennifer Brahman just nails it. It's so easy to stay in our comfort zone, right? But comfort is the enemy of brain growth here. To build that reserve, we have to push ourselves just beyond what's easy and familiar. Use it or lose it is for real.
So how do we actually do it? How do we start making those deposits into our mental savings account? All right, let's get into the training manual. It all comes down to 4 key pillars.
First up, intellectual stimulation. And listen, we're not talking about doing the same crossword puzzle you've already mastered. That's autopilot. The key words here are challenge and novelty. Things like wrestling with the grammar of a new language, the deep strategy of chess, or the chords on a guitar. They force your brain to build entirely new pathways. It's hard work, and that hard work is exactly what builds your reserve.
Pillar 2 is physical wellness, because you just can't separate a healthy body from a healthy brain. It's all one system. Aerobic exercise literally pumps more blood flow and growth factors into your brain, boosting that plasticity we talked about. And when you combine that with a great diet to fuel it, and, this is crucial, 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep to lock in memories, you're creating the perfect environment for your mind to thrive.
Now, this third pillar, social engagement, might just be the most underrated brain booster of them all. Why? Because navigating social situations is an incredibly complex workout for your brain. You have to read nonverbal cues, remember names, follow conversations, be witty. All of that challenges your brain in dynamic, unpredictable ways that just can't be replicated by a solo activity.
And if you need proof, get this. The data is just stunning. Studies show that having frequent social activity can slash the risk of developing dementia by as much as 38%. Think about that. That's a huge impact, and it just shows how vital community and connection are for our long-term brain health.
And finally, pillar 4, embrace novelty. This is so cool. Research shows that things we might even take for granted, like learning to use a new app on your phone or even just driving in a new area, are powerful tools for building reserve. These tasks demand constant learning, problem-solving, and attention. By staying engaged with the modern world, we're building a seriously strong defense against cognitive decline.
Okay, I know that was a lot of information. 4 pillars, dozens of ideas. So how do we boil this all down into a master plan that you can actually use every single day?
It really just comes down to these 3 simple principles. Number 1, seek variety. Don't just do puzzles. Mix it up. Get some physical activity in, some social time. Number 2, embrace the challenge. If it feels too easy, you're not growing.
You got to push yourself to that sweet spot of productive struggle. And 3, and this might be the most important one, find enjoyment. You have to pick things you genuinely love because that's what's going to keep you coming back, day after day, making those consistent deposits into your cognitive reserve.
So here's the ultimate takeaway. Your brain is not some fixed thing. It is a dynamic, living system that you can actively shape and strengthen. It is, without a doubt, your most valuable asset. So the only question left is, what new investment, big or small, are you going to make in it today?